Hey guys, Richard Burgess here from E-commerce Advance, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And today's video is all about why you should be outsourcing your online arbitrage business as soon as possible. Okay? Now, this is the one single reason or factor that I put down to my growth over the last 2 years inside of my Amazon business. Okay? And the reason for that is because I have somebody, well, I have many people now, but I have people on a day-to-day basis finding me products consistently. And this is something that I personally couldn't do myself, or didn't want to do myself, or didn't have time to do myself. Okay? And this is why it's so important to learn how to outsource your income producing activities, and why it's so crucial. Now, the real beauty of the outsourcing process is the fact that, we can actually hire somebody in the Philippines to do the income producing tasks for us. And in online arbitrage, these tasks are product research and analysis. Okay, so if you can hire somebody to perform product research and product analysis daily, collating products onto a spreadsheet every single day, building that spreadsheet up full of products, you can then go on and cherry pick, the products that you think are the most profitable or the most viable products to send into Amazon. Then you have an automated solution there whereby you have products appearing on your spreadsheet every day. And this is how you want to start building your business in order to see growth, okay? And this is how I've personally seen the growth that I've seen over the last 2 years. And I'm not saying I've made it or anything like that, because I'm still working towards building and building and building. I'm going to continue to build. It's just as simple as that. I just keep on adding my virtual assistants. I just basically keep adding to my virtual assistants, sorry. So the thing is it's very easy to do now, okay? And in this day and age, we're so blessed that we can even, take advantage of the cost of living from someone in the Philippines that, for the cost for them to buy a loaf of bread is about 5 pence, and whereas ours is about £1.20, or the cost of living, we can exploit that cost of living, okay? The difference between that, and we can actually hire somebody in the Philippines and pay them around $3 an hour, okay, which is about £2.80 an hour, and you can hire them for 10 hours a week or whatever you want to start off with, and they can be finding new products consistently on a daily basis so that you aren't having to. Because the number one reason why people come into online arbitrage and then quit, because believe me, it happens very, very often, because people soon start to realize that it's very time consuming to find products and analyze them on a day-to-day basis, which is what is needed in order to see consistent sales. Okay, you need consistent products. You need a flow of products on a daily basis. You need to be sending those products into Amazon daily, weekly, wherever it may be. And this is how you're going to grow your business over the next year and beyond. Okay, so you may be thinking by now, how do I actually outsource and hire that first virtual assistant? Well, there are 2 places that you can hire your first virtual assistant from, and that is Upwork.com and also onlinejobs.ph. Now, I personally would advise you to start off with Upwork.com if you're hiring for the first time, purely for the fact that Upwork makes it very easy for you to hire your virtual assistants, pay your virtual assistants, track the work that your virtual assistants are doing and performing, because they have tracking software which records their screen, so you can see exactly what they're actually doing on an hourly basis or whatever it may be, and you can just pay them through the Upwork platform, okay? Which makes it very easy for us. So I would hire from Upwork to begin with until you're very comfortable handling virtual assistants, managing virtual assistants, etc. Because you don't really want to add on top of, learning how to outsource, learning how to pay them and track their workload and everything else that comes with hiring from onlinejobs.ph. So I would advise Upwork.com, okay? So what you would do is you'd create a jobs post on Upwork.com, and then you would, believe me, you'll be inundated with applications. You're going to get loads and loads of applications all applying for your job, and I wanted to actually cut down your workload with this and your sort of not knowing how to do it, and I thought I'd give you a jobs post so that you didn't have to think up on what you actually want to put in there. And that's going to be inside my Facebook group. I'll put that in the file section inside of the Facebook group, which you can find a link below this video in the description. And yeah, I'll leave that jobs post so that you can just copy and paste it onto Upwork, and that'll be in the Facebook group. And what you do is you post that jobs post and then just pick the candidates that look good, so add them to the shortlist, and then you can either interview them or you can hire 2 virtual assistants, give them a task to do, and just see how each one performs and then pick one, okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pick one at all, okay? If they both aren't very good, then you don't hire them, and you make it very clear that you'll be offering them a trial period for 2 weeks or whatever it may be, and then you just assess how they perform over those 2 weeks, okay? And what you would do then is you would record training videos, and this is the beauty of outsourcing. The fact that you can record yourself performing a task once, record yourself doing it, and then we can hand that off to a virtual assistant and the next virtual assistant and the next virtual assistant. And how amazing is it that we can do a task just once, and then we can use that same footage to train somebody in the Philippines who's going to perform that task day in, day out, okay? This is the beauty of it, and this is why I'm trying to encourage everyone thinking about starting with online arbitrage to get into outsourcing ASAP in order to see long-term success, okay? And yeah, you can record your training videos using software such as Jing, or Camtasia is a paid version, or Screencast is another paid version. And you'd record yourself doing it, and then you'd make them clear and concise videos of you performing the tasks, and then you hand them off to the virtual assistant, okay? And then you give them a simple task to do first, and then evaluate how they actually perform that task. And this is why in the previous video on YouTube that I've uploaded, I mentioned about that task being a great first task for a virtual assistant to perform, because it's very simple, and if they can perform that task well, then you're onto a winner there, and you can just start to add more and more different research techniques to the virtual assistant's portfolio, so to speak. So you can just drip feed the content to your virtual assistant, so they learn a task step by step, each task. So you aren't just bombarding them with loads and loads of information. You just drip feed the information to them over time with separate training videos, okay? And it's as simple as that. And this is why it's so amazing, the fact that we can do this now. And I personally have 5 virtual assistants working for me right now, and they basically find me products day in, day out, so that I can do things like this, record training videos, and record YouTube videos, and set up training platforms, and teach students, and build membership sites, and whatever it may be, other income streams. It gives you the opportunity to start to grow and just start to go down other avenues, and you aren't just tied down to one thing. But the thing is, you need to master the product research and analysis yourself first, okay? Because you need to know the different techniques that there are involved to finding products, and once you've done that, you can then just record those videos and hand them off to your virtual assistant. So my advice is to get good at product research and analysis, and spend a few months doing that yourself, get good at it, and then record yourself doing it using the screen capture software that I've mentioned, and then hire your first virtual assistant. The sooner the better, but get good at it yourself so that you can train them effectively, and then hopefully you can just keep on expanding, and perhaps you start off hiring them for 10 hours, you then up it to 20 hours once you see consistent daily sales, or once your sales increase, then 30 hours, 40 hours, perhaps then you hire the next one, and it goes like that basically. That's the way I've done it anyway. So, so I wanted to record this video just to hopefully bring you some awareness around outsourcing and why you should do it. And maybe you didn't know anything about outsourcing, and hopefully you do now. But it is crucial in order to sustain this business model because of how time consuming it is to find the products and analyze them. I personally didn't want to do it. I didn't have the time to do it, and I knew, and in fact I got very, very lucky with the fact that I found outsourcing. Just take a drink, sorry. I got very lucky because I saw someone post something on Facebook in a group and he simply mentioned about a book called The 4-Hour Workweek, and this was just over 2 years ago now, and this was when I was, well, I'd started this for around I was about 3 months into it, and he mentioned this, and as soon as I read The 4-Hour Workweek, and I read it in about 3 days because I was so engrossed with what he was saying, everything he was saying, I could see how I could sort of apply it into my Amazon business. And as soon as I was reading it, I knew this is exactly what I needed to do. Leveraging other people's time so that you aren't having to perform those income producing activities. It's just amazing. It's just an amazing process, and something that you definitely should get into as soon as you've mastered the process yourself first, okay? So it's something for you to think about there, and I wanted to make this video quite quick, and I could go very, very in depth with how to outsource and everything involved with it, but I don't want to bore you right now, okay? So that's it from me. Like I say, I'll leave that jobs post inside of the Facebook group, so I'll leave the link to that Facebook group below this video in the description. So just add yourself to the group, and then the jobs post will be in the file section, and yeah, that's it for me, I think. So I hope you're having a great day, and I hope that's given you something to think about, and I really do encourage you to have that at the forefront of your mind, because I've seen so many people come and go with this online arbitrage business model, and the reason why they tend to go is because they burn out. They realize that they can't be bothered to keep searching for products day in, day out, which is what is definitely needed inside of this business. Okay, so please don't experience burnout. Don't try to do everything yourself. When you look at all the successful businesses out there, the owners of that business, aren't doing the day-to-day tasks. They're overseeing their business. They're seeing ways of improving their business, how they can grow and expand, okay? They aren't performing the little tasks that are involved. So please, outsource as soon as you possibly can, as soon as you feel comfortable and confident with the process. That's my advice for you, okay? So that's it from me, and please like and subscribe to this channel. I'll just continue to offer as much valuable information as I possibly can. I'm trying to do these videos daily, and as you've noticed in this video, I can ramble. And if you dislike this video, please don't hesitate to dislike it as well, because all feedback's welcome. I know what to change then, or why you dislike. If you leave a comment below, in fact, tell me why you dislike it. Please tell me why you like it. But yeah, that's it for me. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. See you later.